We have an NHL trade to discuss between division rivals Edmonton and Vancouver. We'll discuss the details coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, we have a trade to discuss here today between Edmonton and Vancouver. Not really one we've seen coming, but one that doesn't overly surprise me here. The trade's pretty simple. The Vancouver Canucks are trading former first-round pick Vasily Podkolzin to the Edmonton Oilers in exchange for a 2025 fourth-round pick. That fourth-round pick originally belonged to the Ottawa Senators. So a fourth-rounder for Podkolzin. Not a huge surprise Podkolzin's moved, as I've talked about throughout the offseason here with the Vancouver Canucks. I wasn't really sure I saw a spot for him in the lineup where things were going to, really fit for him. And here we are. So I'm not surprised he's moved. The intriguing part that he goes to a division rival in Edmonton. Of course, Edmonton has the offer sheets between Philip Broberg and Dylan Holloway that are pending right now. Are they considering him a Holloway replacement? I don't know. Podkolzin comes with a contract for this year and one more. So 2 seasons, $1 million per year. So certainly more economical than the Holloway trade. I don't know if he'll fit better with the team than Holloway. I'm not really sure we can say that. He only appeared in 19 games in the NHL last year for the Canucks. Didn't have great production. Had pretty good numbers in the American Hockey League. Played, I think it was 44 games for Abbotsford. His numbers there were pretty good. The year before, again, it was a split season. His first year in the NHL, which was 2 years back, he spent the entire year in Vancouver and put up 26 points. And then from there, it's been a regression and kind of worked his way out of the lineup, so to speak. So, taking 10th overall in 2019, he's 23 years old. He's got a contract for 2 years, like I said. It's certainly a buy low scenario for the Edmonton Oilers. Is it worth taking a chance on a former first rounder like that certainly had some upside at the time of his draft that's not realized? Sure, it absolutely is. It's just intriguing, especially with those offer sheets pending. Now, a lot of people have speculated that the Philip Broberg offer sheet may not be matched because it's so much more money than what he's actually worth today. Whereas the Holloway contract is, yes, it's an overpayment, but it's not as nearly as bad, and they clearly like the player. So, obviously it might be a case of them being more likely to match that. They don't really need to do a lot, roster-wise to fit Holloway in because of the Evander Kane likelihood of going on long-term injury reserve. Now, I guess with that, maybe they can squeeze in Holloway and Podkolzin. I haven't quite done the math on that, but it's interesting to say the least. So Podkolzin goes to Edmonton for a 2025 fourth-round pick. Are we going to get any clarity here in the offer sheet soon? They still have a little bit of time, so I'm not suspecting we're going to get a decision on that here this evening, but an interesting trade nonetheless. Obviously, like I said, the Canucks are kind of giving up on a former first rounder early, selling low, unfortunately. Not really something you have in mind, but it really has not worked out for the past 2 years for Podkolzin in Vancouver. They've continued to find ways to make that lineup deeper and stronger, and it's, you don't really see a spot for him, so it makes sense to give him a chance somewhere else and to get something in return for him. So that's essentially what's happened here. It's just, is he going to get more of a chance because maybe they're not matching a Holloway offer sheet? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Is this offer sheet connected, or is this something separate where the Oilers and Stan Bowman saw an opportunity to add a young player and maybe not connected at all? But let me know your thoughts in the comments. We'll discuss further. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date with all the news, rumors, and analysis of all 32 NHL teams. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.